That shiny new car in your driveway isn't an asset, it's a digital leash. And while you're making payments on a rolling surveillance device that can be turned off by a stranger, the smartest drivers on the road are executing a mass escape. They're hunting for a loophole the auto industry is terrified you'll discover. A loophole hidden in plain sight, buried under 20 years of rust and reputation. They're buying 20-year-old cars, not because they're cheap, but because they're the only machines left that you can actually own. The only vehicles that can't spy on you, lock you out, or drain your bank account on command. You know the feeling. You walk into the dealership. The air smells like lemon polish and desperation masked as success. You see the monthly payment. It looks manageable on the screen. You trade in your old ride, the one you could fix with a wrench and a YouTube video, for something smart, something connected. You sign the stack of papers, your hand cramping on page 4. You drive off feeling like you've made it. You love the smooth ride, the giant touchscreen, the way it talks to your phone. You park it in your garage and give it that little look back. That's my car. But 3 months later, the illusion shatters. A warning light flashes. You take it to your trusted mechanic, the guy who's kept your family moving for decades. He plugs in his scanner, frowns, and shakes his head. "Access denied," he mutters. "The software is locked. I can't even read the code. You have to go to the dealer." You drive to the dealership, heart sinking. They quote you $800 for a sensor replacement that should cost $200. You pay it because you have no choice. You're trapped. This is not a glitch. This is not bad engineering. This is the system working exactly as designed. You were sold a fairy tale. You were told that new cars are safer, smarter, and better investments. The truth? You didn't buy a car. You bought a subscription to a corporate ecosystem that you can never escape. Think about the word asset. An asset puts money in your pocket. A liability takes money out. For generations, a car was a tool that enabled you to earn. Today, it's a wealth extraction device. You pay interest to the bank. You pay depreciation to the market. You pay subscriptions to the manufacturer. You pay inflated repair costs to the dealer. You pay higher insurance based on surveillance data. Every aspect of ownership has been turned into a revenue stream for someone else. You are the cow being milked, and the moment you try to step out of the pen, the electric fence zaps you. You aren't a car owner. You're a user in a walled garden, and the gardener holds the shears. The enemy is a coordinated cartel of automakers, tech giants, and financial institutions. They looked at their profit margins and realized something terrifying for your wallet. Selling a durable, repairable car is a terrible business model. If your car lasts 20 years and you can fix it yourself, they lose. So they engineered a trap. They lobbied for regulations that forced complex, fragile electronics. They built digital walls around simple mechanical parts. They created a monopoly on repair, data, and control. They want you dependent. They want you paying forever. You bought heated seats. The hardware is in the car. But 3 years later, the manufacturer decides to lock that feature behind a $15 monthly subscription. Every locked sensor, every subscription feature, every remote kill switch is a brick in the wall of your financial prison. They are waging war on the independent mechanic in the home garage, and you are the collateral damage. But it gets worse. The attack is layered, and each layer is designed to crush your independence. It starts with the debt. You're looking at $55,000 for a family SUV. With interest rates soaring, you're on the hook for nearly $80,000 over 7 years. You're chained to a liability that depreciates the second you drive off the lot. You're underwater before you even hit the highway. You're not building wealth, you're incinerating it. Here's the part nobody tells you. Then comes the repair monopoly. Modern cars use parts pairing or serialization. Critical components have digital serial numbers burned into their chips. Replace a headlight, a camera, a battery, or even a side mirror with a perfectly good part from a junkyard. The car rejects it. The computer performs a digital handshake, sees the serial number doesn't match its database, and disables the function. A $200 fix becomes a $1,500 dealership visit because only they have the proprietary software to authorize the part. You are being punished for trying to save money. They have turned your car into an iPhone. Use the wrong part, and the device bricks. This isn't safety. This is a hostage situation. And this is where it becomes sinister. The surveillance state is built into your dashboard. Your car is a spy. It tracks your location via GPS every second you drive. It records your speed, your braking habits, your seatbelt usage, even your voice commands through the always-on microphone. This data is packaged and sold to insurance companies, data brokers, and advertisers. Your insurance rates can spike based on data your car sold without your explicit consent. They are building a complete profile of your life, and you paid them for the privilege of being watched. You think you're driving? You're being herded. You're being profiled. You're being monetized 24/7 by the machine you paid for. But the betrayal goes deeper. over-the-air updates. You bought heated seats, the hardware is in the car. But 3 years later, the manufacturer decides to lock that feature behind a $15 monthly subscription. They send a code, and your seats go cold unless you pay. They are renting you back pieces of your own car. They can remove features you paid for. They can alter the performance of your engine to meet new regulations, reducing your power and mileage without your consent. You have zero control. The car changes while you sleep. You wake up to a different vehicle, one that serves them, not you. And the final layer is the most dangerous of all, the kill switch. Lenders are already using starter interrupt devices to remotely disable vehicles when payments are late. But the automakers have the same capability baked into the ECU. A software update could theoretically brick your car if they detect unauthorized repairs, or if a server goes down, or if a hacker exploits the connected system. You are one line of code away from being stranded. Your mobility is no longer a right. It's a permission slip that can be revoked by a corporation you've never met. You don't own your freedom anymore, they do. So how do you escape? There is a loophole, a window in time before the digital prison was fully constructed. Smart drivers, master mechanics, and insiders are quietly opting out. They are liquidating their modern liabilities and hunting for the last of the analog vehicles. We call them pre-screen cars, roughly 1998 to 2005. This is the golden era of mechanical integrity. The secret isn't just old cars, it's specific engineering. You want the OBD2 sweet spot. After 1996, all cars have standardized diagnostics, so you can still read codes with a cheap scanner. But before 2006-2008, the encryption walls hadn't been built yet. The CAN bus systems were simple. There were no gateways blocking access. You want mechanical throttle cables, not drive-by-wire systems that can be overridden by software. You want hydraulic steering, not electric power steering that can be hacked or fail catastrophically. You want engines that run on physics, not algorithms. No subscriptions, no serialization, no remote kill switches. If a part breaks, you replace it. If it fits, it works. Period. This is true ownership. You need the insider list. Memorize this. First, the Toyota 4Runner and Tacoma, third generation, 1996 to 2002. Look for the 3.4-liter 5VZ-FE V6. This engine is a legend for a reason. Cast iron block, aluminum heads, timing belt driven. It will do 400,000 miles with basic maintenance. No turbo to fail, no high-pressure direct injection pumps to carbon up. Just reliable torque. Check the frame for rust, that's the killer. If the frame is solid, the drivetrain is practically immortal. Second, the Lexus LS400, second generation, 1995 to 2000, the 1UZ-FE V8. This is arguably the best engine ever mass-produced. Dual overhead cams, 32 valves, silky smooth, and built to aerospace tolerances. It's over-engineered luxury that costs less to maintain than a new Corolla. The electronics are robust, and parts are shared with cheaper Toyotas. You get V8 silence and reliability that shames modern German luxury barges. Third, the Ford Panther platform. Crown Victoria, Mercury Grand Marquis, Lincoln Town Car, 1998 to 2005. The 4.6-liter modular V8. These were the kings of the police fleet and taxi industry. Body-on-frame construction, rear-wheel drive, solid rear axle. They absorb abuse like a tank. Parts are cheaper than dirt. Every mechanic in America knows how to fix them. Look for the police Interceptor models if you want heavy-duty cooling and suspension. These cars are freedom machines. Fourth, the Jeep Cherokee XJ up to 2001, the 4.0-liter inline-six. This engine is a torque monster, low-end power that pulls like a tractor. Simple design, massive aftermarket support. The unibody construction is tough. Look for the 96 and up models for OBD2 and improved fuel injection. The XJ is the ultimate DIY canvas. If you can turn a wrench, you can keep this running forever. Fifth, the Honda Civic and Accord, late 90s. The D-Series and F-Series engines. These are the pocket knives of the automotive world. Simple SOHC designs, non-interference engines on many models so a timing belt snap won't destroy the motor. Massive community knowledge. You can rebuild these engines in a weekend with basic tools. Look for rust-free examples from dry climates. These cars are appreciating assets now. Sixth, the GM LS-powered trucks and SUVs, Silverado, Tahoe, Suburban from 1999 to 2006, the 4.8, 5.3, and 6.0-liter Vortec engines. The LS architecture is the small block Chevy evolved, aluminum blocks, incredible power, bulletproof reliability, parts are everywhere. These trucks are workhorses that will outlast 3 modern pickups. Watch for instrument cluster failures, but the drivetrains are gold. But you have to move with tactical urgency. This loophole is under active siege. Every day, thousands of these perfect analog cars are being crushed. Insurance companies are pushing total loss thresholds lower, sending repairable classics to the scrapyard to protect their margins. Dealerships are running trade-in campaigns to feed these freedom machines into the shredder. They want them gone. They view every 20-year-old car on the road as a lost customer, a threat to their recurring revenue model. The supply is finite. They aren't making them anymore. As the pain of modern ownership grows, the awakening is spreading. Prices for clean pre-screened vehicles are climbing 15% year over year. The insiders are hoarding the best examples. The window to secure a reliable, repairable vehicle before they become unobtainium is slamming shut. If you wait 6 months, you might be priced out. If you wait a year, the good ones will be ghosts. You are in a race against the crusher. Now I need your intel. What is the one pre-screen vehicle you believe is the ultimate freedom machine? Is there a sleeper model I missed? Or are you still trapped in a modern money pit, watching your wealth evaporate with every service visit? Drop your battle plans in the comments. Let's build the ultimate database of escape vehicles. And if you think this digital control ends at your driveway, you're dead wrong. The same technology locking your car is infiltrating your home. Your smart appliances, your thermostat, even your security system are being turned into subscription traps with remote kill switches. In the next video, I'm exposing the smart home scam and how corporations plan to rent you back your own house. Click here to watch now.